Floss Tube. Welcome to my channel, Stitching is Elementary. This is Floss Tube number 19. If you're new here, my name is Cara Lee, and this is a channel about cross stitch. And sometimes I have quilting in these videos. A lot of times I'll do a separate quilting video, which is coming eventually here. I have a lot of quilting to show. But anyway, this video is going to be just about cross stitch. I want to thank all my new subscribers. I've been getting lots of new ones lately, so that's really exciting. And today I have a lot to go over, so I made a little list here. I'll be looking down because I didn't want to forget anything. So today I'll be doing my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which I had promised, and I did make some things for that. And it's kind of a 1,000 subscriber video giveaway and my Floss Tube anniversary. So today, July 5th, 2021, is my 1-year Floss Tube anniversary. So I think actually I recorded my first video on July 4th last year, but by the time it uploaded and everything, it was July 5th, so we're going to go with that. So the giveaway, I made it a little bit bigger because it's kind of for both things. So we'll do that at the end. And then I have a couple FFOs to show, my whips, some haul, and then lots of plans. Who knows what plans I'll get to, but I have lots of different ideas for Jolly July, and then I'd like to have a bunch of sunflower stuff stitched for August, so I have plans for that, so I have all kinds of stuff to show. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so last month was Make Halloween in June, hashtag Make Halloween in June, so I put all my Halloween progress there. Or Stitch Halloween or Halloween stitching. There's all kinds of hashtags for it, but I worked on a lot of Halloween. I did work on other stuff also, so I didn't finish any of my Halloween, but I'm getting very close. So let's go over those first. So also Colorado Cross Stitcher had started Cross Stitch Camp, and so I did a Halloween project before Cross Stitch Camp. And I did finish it. So actually I lied. I did finish this Halloween project. So I was working on all the ornaments from Stitching with the Housewives, the Halloween ornaments they put out last year. I think there's one I didn't get. It's the Calvin, the boy cat. But this is Cataween Wanda. And then Ghoul's Garland. And then this was, quick freebie. It was the, on one of them you got a freebie. I think it was, I'm not sure which one. One of their Halloween's ones you got a freebie with it. And it was Pumpkin Pile. And then Boo Trick or Treat, I started. I didn't finish that one, but then there's another one. The first one I did with the truck, I don't know what I did with the pattern. I can't find it. So I will show you that here though. I did them on 28 count, like a vintage country mocha. It's actually not that. It's from a different supplier that I haven't gotten before, Gingerbread Needleworks, and I forget the name of it. I think it might have been called Shannon, but it looks like vintage country mocha. So I finished all 4. My goal was to finish 4 Halloween ornaments, finish stitching them. So there are my 4, and I'm gonna start I actually thought I had started. I'm gonna start Ghoul's Garland right here, and then I'll probably do another one right here. But first I did this one, the little truck, so cute. And then we did Cataween Wanda. And I made some of the pumpkin faces like a gold color floss to make it look like it was glowing, like a candle was in it. And then I did some black. Since I didn't do it on black like they did, I just switched it up. And here's our Ghoul Garland. And then the Pumpkin Pile. Yeah, so I was excited to get those done. I have the... I ordered the Priscilla and Chelsea's fabric from Fat Quarter Shop, the Priscilla's plaids and Chelsea checks in all the oranges and blacks. And I'm going to finish them kind of pretty much just like they showed last year to finish. They have a video about how to finish their ornaments. If you're interested, you can go to their channel and that's on there. And it's just, you know, finish them in rectangles on sticky board. And you put up 2 mats of the different plaids behind it and put a little ribbon. So that's how I'm going to finish them for my Halloween tree. These are all the flosses that I used in all of them. I don't even have them on a ring. What a mess. I ran out of rings, so I ordered some. I have to wait for them to come from Amazon. So there's all the flosses, just to make, most of it's called for, or extremely close if I didn't have the exact one. I think some of the greens I didn't have the exact one. and I changed, I think, hold on, let me see. No, the orange is embers. I use embers. Oh, the only one I changed was on Cataween Wanda. I told you this before. Instead of using the Pumpkin Harvest, I used like a aqua blue. It was Weeks Aqua, I think, on her collar and right here. Okay, so that was a finish. Oh, look at me. I skipped my FFOs. Yeesh, Carolee. Okay, let's go backwards. Rewind. That was a finished whip, so it's kind of in finishes. But I do have two Patriotic ones that I finally, well, one I reframed and then one I framed. I order frames from Art to Frames because you can get the frames and the glass. And then I ordered some spacers from, frame spacers from Amazon so that the needlework would sit away from the glass a little bit. I should just have somebody professionally frame them, but I really don't want to spend the money. Be cheap. And I love the frames at Art to Frames, but I guess you can also go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby and they'll order you the frame and the glass. Liz from Elizabeth Can Stitch was talking about that. She does a lot of her own framing. So you can go there and they'll order it for you. So I may try that as well. But I got spacers from Amazon because I didn't know this, but you don't want your glass right up against the needlework. You want to put in the spacer so that it's set back a little bit. So this is what they look like, the ones I got from Amazon. They're like an 1/8 inch, and they're just like this little clear rectangular tube kind of a thing. And it's self-adhesive, and you stick it on the edge of the glass all the way around, and then set your needlework on top of it. So the first one I finished is Country Cottage Needleworks Bless Our Home, and this was actually a refinish. I had showed you this the way I had initially finished it, and I wasn't real happy with it. So I got a frame and glass and I finished it like this. And you can get the glare-free glass from Art to Frames, which I really like. I don't know if you can get that. I imagine you can from Michael's and Hobby Lobby, but you could also get the museum quality glass from them, which is a little bit more expensive. So I tried this and it's pretty good. This I think is about $10 cheaper than the museum quality glass from them. But if you go into Art to Frame, you know, they have the frame choices when you click on one, and then they have all the glass choices and the backing choices, and you can just pick what you want. So there it is. This is the only problem with ordering frames online. I thought this had a little more of this brown in it, but I do like it with it. I like gold frames. So there's that one. Now, here's the only problem I'm having. If any of you know how to fix this, I'm sure I'll figure it out. But when you put in the spacer, now there's no room for the backing board to go on. So I think I'm going to just put a piece of scrapbook paper over the back. Like I have these little clamps that are holding it, so it's not going to fall out. But, you know, you can't put the backing board back on. So I don't know. I guess you can't get deeper frames. I don't know. My husband's actually trying to learn to make frames because he's a woodworker, and I'm like, frames are so expensive, so you should learn to make them. So he's been experimenting this week, and it's been funny. He measures like I had one all ready to go, like with the board cut out and everything. So he took the board and measured it, and he comes up and it's like so much bigger. He's like, I don't know what I did. So it's fun. But he's trying to make it a little bit deeper in there to accommodate for that 1/8 inch spacer. So we'll see if that happens. But yeah, I was happy about that one. And then this is In the Face of Impossible Odds. This is a freebie last year. Trying to get that light glare. I'm trying to remember. I cannot remember who it was from. If you're interested, I can just email me or message below and I can tell you. I have the paper somewhere that says who it was from. But I've had this done for a while. It's, well, you can read it. In the Face of Impossible Odds, people who love their country can change it. So I was kind of from the election to the inauguration, I was stitching this, and I stitched in all the date of the election, the date of the inauguration, the date of the attack on the Capitol, and then the date of the inauguration. Oh, what did I say? Oh, sorry. Okay, so the date of the presidential election, the date of the Senate election here in Georgia. There was that Senate runoff, which made it, you know, so the Democrats had control. So it was a really covered, like a lot of people were covering it because it was a really important election. So this was the date of the Senate election. This was the date of the attack on the Capitol. And this was the date of the inauguration. And this is just a brown kind of real distressed looking frame. I like the bead work going around it. I was happy when they came because, you know, you don't know ordering them online if they're really going to look like they look. And I thought this one looked pretty good. I was kind of trying to match this floss color in the middle of the print. So yeah, but once again, this one I laced. That one I had, this one I had done, this is like my first one ever, and I had glued it on the back, which I wish I hadn't done. So this one I laced. But yeah, I guess I'll just put a piece of scrapbook paper over it because it doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't fall out. I just wish the backing board fit on. But anyway, those are my two FFOs. And so what I think I'm going to do, I have all these plans for cross stitch walls in my house, and I have not near enough finish to fill them. But over here in my family room, I think I'm going to have like a holiday cross stitch wall. I kind of switch out all my holiday cross stitches up there. And then I'm thinking going up my stairs, which is right behind the camera here. I'd love to put all my samplers as I stitch them, as I finish them throughout the years. And then in the dining room is where I plan on putting all my blue and white and like bee kind of stuff. So I have a lot of stitching to do. So anyway, oh, I have not said, it's been way longer than I planned on since my last Floss Tube video. June just got away from me. I was just having a blast stitching and quilting like crazy. I have done so much quilting. And then we went away to visit my parents in Florida. So that was fun, but that, you know, that was a few days where I was just stitching pretty much. But I obviously couldn't do a video there. And then I came home and I got sick. So I had a cold. I'm just getting over it now. I'm feeling much better. So I started wearing my mask again because I think I had, like, when they said you didn't have to wear your mask anymore, I was like, woohoo! I'm fully vaccinated, and so I thought, well, I'm just not going to wear it. Well, I got a cold, so I put it back on now because I think that's why I like not getting colds. So anyhow. Okay, so let's see what's next. Now we can get on the rest of my whips. Okay, so I finished my ornaments for Cross Stitch Camp. And then I have been working a lot on my Salem 1692 witches. This will definitely get done by Halloween. I'm excited. I'm still looking for a frame for it, but I'm very excited to get it finished. So this is on 18 count Aida. Just picture this plus ale Aida. And here is my progress. So all the frames are done, the words are done. I started this crow down here, and I'm just working on the girls' silhouettes. Now, I put on Instagram, my plan was to do a girl a day. That didn't happen. I pretty much stitch what I feel like stitching. So I make plans, but then I'm like, I don't feel like doing that. So then I don't finish my plans. But I have been working on it consistently. So I'm just going to try to, you know, every week put a little bit in, and it'll be done and framed by Halloween to go on my wall over there in my family room. So that one's really cute. But I have trouble counting. Oh, let me go back here. Do any of you have trouble with this? I have such trouble counting black stitches, like long rows of black stitches like this. Like they're supposed to be 29, I think, in each of those rows, and I must have counted them, oh gosh, like 5-6 times to make sure that I'm right. I was at a cross stitch Hawk Run Hollow group a couple weeks ago, and I was just saying about how that, you know, we were all saying how that's hard to do, how we have trouble counting those. And I was like, I wish there was an app where you could just take your phone and like scan over top of it, and it would be, you know, maybe you could pick the area out and it would say, okay, you've stitched this many stitches. That would be so nice. So my son, he's an aerospace engineer, but part of his job is he makes apps for different things in his field. He didn't even learn how to do that in school. He just learned how to do it on his own. He loves it. But he's really good at it. So I said to him, you need to make an app to count stitches. So he's home here for 4th of July. So he's been actually working on it. We'll see if he gets one. I don't know how you would even do that, but he says it's possible. So we'll see. All right, so that's some work. Let's see. And then I pulled out, I got a good bit of work in on, I should have finished it. I'm really bad about just stitching on 50 million different things at one time. So Scary Apothecary's Cauldron Cleaner. So let's see. Yep, I got into the cats in that border down there. So I got this whole orange, all the orange stitches in the top part. I started filling in the words. I did the cats and the words right there, and then this border here. So I should have finished it. I should have stuck with it and just finished it, but there we go. As long as I get a little progress all the time, that's good, I guess. This one will probably be done by Halloween, but not all the rest of them. And I've showed my flosses for that before. I'm using pretty much called for. I just changed up the orange and the green to Victoria Motto flosses. But yeah, and I'm doing that on 32 count smoky white linen. So if you have any questions about the flosses, just feel free to ask below. Okay. Oh, I have not worked on that. I'll put that away. This is, keep this by my stitching chair, and it just has like all my projects in it. Well, not all my projects, but all the projects I'm working on right now. But that one got stuck. That was my, well, I'll show you the sampler of the month that I have been working on. I've done nothing because I'm stuck. I can't decide if I want to stick with, so the Country Cottage Needlework sampler of the month, May. I feel like these ones always are hard to show up. I can't decide if I want to stick with this gray and white check or if I want to go to a brown. I see everybody's ones done on brown on Instagram and I think, oh, I really like that. But then here now when I look at these, I'm like, oh, I like this. I don't know. So I've done nothing with that. Okay. Here's my bee bag. I have my cross stitch camp project for July in here. So, is that all my Halloween? Let me see. Yeah, that is all the Halloween I worked on for Make Halloween in June. So, that's that. Okay, so for July Cross Stitch Camp, my project I chose is the Blue Flower Tudor Bee by Janine McGowan. And Kim at the Contented Stitcher said she was going to do this month also. And I guess there's a Sal for it, she was saying, so it's hashtag Tudor Bee Sal. So if you want to stitch along, definitely join us. Elizabeth can stitch. She just finished this too. It's so pretty. I think she did it in silks. And of course they all, most everybody loves red. I like it. I love it like this. I think it looks pretty, almost a little Valentine-ish. But my bee stuff is all in my room with blue and white, so I switched up all the reds to blues. So I'll show you that. So my floss colors, here they are. So I kept all the other colors as called for. I just switched the blues. So, and I'm using the DMCs. So these are all the called for DMC colors. So there's one. Well, it's like a mustardy green, but really it is a green, but that's what you use for the bead. So there's 1, 2, 3 greens, and then like this deep charcoaly gray color, and then just 3865 white. So these are called for, and then she called for 4 reds, so I just switched them to blues. So I am using, let me go through these, 3753 for my lightest color. And then 800 for my light medium. And then 322 for my medium dark. And then 803 for my dark blue. And I'm really happy with how it's turning out. So here is my progress so far. I have all the bee done. I just am starting on the wings. Isn't she cute? And I'm doing it on 32 count in my garden. It's a Color and Cotton. I belong to their neutral Lugana monthly club. So every month I get a really big, I think I get like a half yard, nice big piece of neutral color Lugana. And this was a couple months ago and I really love it. It's called In My Garden. So yeah, so I'm doing on that. I think the called for size was 40 count. Yeah, so mine will be a little bigger, which I'm fine with. And she calls for NP needlepoint silks, but she also gives you the DMC. yeah, so tutor bee. So I got a good bit of progress on that. And I love how it matches my bag here. It looks really pretty with that. I'm really getting into the project bags. It's dangerous. Which you'll see when we get to the giveaway. So the giveaway will be at the end, and it's a good giveaway, so don't go away, don't leave. Okay, let's see. And then I also did some work on, for Tomato Tuesday. Here, this is the Patriotic Bag I made. I need to make more of those. And here's my little tomato. This is by Flamingo Toes, I think the company's called. And she has a blog, Flamingo Toes, and she does quilt and cross stitch designs, but she makes all these cute needle minders. I love that one. So my Sub Rosa project, which is called Tomato Harvest. So I got a lot more done. It's all wrinkly. So I'm still working on this tall string of tomatoes. That's a lot of tomatoes. So I got the whole stalk done, and I'm just finishing the leaves at the top, and I just got to finish filling the tomatoes. I outlined them all first so I didn't have to think, because it was kind of a lot of counting between the leaves and the tomato colors. So now that's outlined, I can just fill all the rest in tomato color. So that will go faster. And then I only have the chart, I don't have a picture, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, no, I lied, I do. So this is what it looks like. It's a PDF from Etsy, Sub Rosa Designs. So I have all this to do, but I only worked on it a little bit. And this is again on 28 count parchment from Fiberlicious. I'm really loving Fiberlicious linens. They're really nice. So worked a teeny bit on that. Floss, all the floss tubes say it, but you get such a mess here when you're doing this. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, so now I just have some samplers that I have started, and I've just put in a few stitches on, and then we'll get to plans, or haul and plans. So I had started this a while ago. Teresa Kogut's Land That I Love. Thought it'd be a good summer stitch. So yesterday for 4th of July, I put in a few stitches on it, just a little bit. I'm doing this on all the called for floss and called for linen, and this linen is 30 count tin roof. And it's still in my little Q-snap here. So there's my progress. I think I finished this little square since last time, did the A and the B, and I'm working down here to do this border. So I'm just kind of working on it page by page. But I love the colors in this one. And this 30 count tin roof is really nice to stitch on. And it is the old weeks. It's weeks 30 count. I don't see the orange stitching. So yeah, it's the old weeks, and I really don't mind the old weeks. So yeah, so that's my huge piece. I probably won't need that much progress on that. This is a bag from the Fat Quarter Shop for they had an anchor stitch along, but I just love the bag. And like I said, it's all the called for flosses. Okay, and then I had put this sampler away for a while, the 7 sheep sampler, because I couldn't decide on the yellow. The yellow that it called for I really like, but it blended in with my fabric too much. So, show you the picture. This is a big one. So here is by the Scarlet House 7 sheep sampler. And just to remind you, I had seen on Instagram, I can't remember her name, but she had finished it on XJ Designs Morning Coffee, I think it was. So I actually ordered a piece of that, and it's beautiful. But the called for yellow color was like the same color as the linen. So it didn't go. So here are my flosses. So all of them are called for except for this yellow. It was, I can't remember the name of it now. Let me see, it'll tell me on here. Oh, Brandy, yeah, so the Gentle Art Brandy. But the Gentle Art Brandy is like this color, so it wasn't going to show up at all. So here's my progress, my teeny little bit of progress. Is that even the top? No, this is the top. So I started in the top left corner. So here's the yellow I chose for it, because there's quite a bit of yellow in it. If you look at it closely, and it almost looks like kind of lemony. Like there's yellow all through here. These are yellow. Here's yellow. So I really wanted one I liked. So this one seems to go. When I first just looked at it, I didn't love it, but it's Country Shades, Victorian Sampler Company, Country Shades, Victorian motto. And I think it looks pretty good with the rest of them. And it is showing up nice on here. So that's my teeny bit. This one's going to be a years long project. But yeah, at least I did some. I'm just trying to put a few stitches into these big ones, at least so it doesn't just sit there forever with nothing done. Eventually it'll get done. I love the pinks and greens in that one. Okay. All right, that is everything I worked on. So now we will get into haul, and then I'm going to do plans at the end, because I'm feeling I'll be kind of rambly with plans. So let's move this over there. Put this down here. Okay, so haul. Now it's been a month just about, so I have a fair amount. Okay, so I had wanted this red, white, and blue, but I wanted the kit so that I could make it into the little box. Oh, sorry, that's not the right one. Never mind. Hold on. Hold, please. Oh. This, Happy Birthday America, is the one that goes with that. So, see, I wanted to make it into this little box, so I ordered it from Country Stitches Online. It's Brenda Gervais' site, I guess, because she had the whole kit. So I had gotten the fabric for it from Kit & Stitcher. It's a 36 count fabric. And then when you order the kit, you get the trim and this little candle holder like thing you'll paint, and this little box. And so you'll put the stitch piece on top here, and then she gives you in the pattern this like sampler fabric to go around it. So yeah, so I got that from Country Stitches Online, but I have seen the kit other places. You just have to search for it. But I think that's so pretty, so hopefully I'll get it stitched for next year. So we got that. And then, because I can't pass up Brenda Gervais patterns, I finally got red, white, and blue. And I got some fabric from Fat Quarter Shop to stitch it on some Lori Holt 25 count. Not heirloom. It's her new one. Anyway, that'd be pretty. And you see she's coming out with a new Halloween one like this. I'm so excited. But yeah. So there's that one. And then this was my stitch cards. I belong to Stitch Cards of the Month. Remember we were talking about what to make pillows out of, and these are great to make little pillows out of. So cute. I love the little girl. And I was ordering from Etsy. I don't even remember what shop. I think it might have been Jen's Stitchy Niche. And she has some sale stuff, and I had wanted this one for a long time. And it was on sale, so I got it. It's Heartstring Samplery, A Dog's Last Will and Testament. As you know, we're a real dog family. And when I look at this one, I think, oh my gosh, it's going to take forever. But words are quick, so maybe not. So it's just, it's, how big is it? 132 by 341, but it's like all words that a dog would, like their last will and testament. So if you love dogs and you've never read that, you should go on and find it and read it. Just the beginning, it says, before humans die, they write their last will and testament, giving their home and all they have to those they leave behind. If with my paws I could do the same, this is what I'd do. To a poor and lonely stray I'd give my happy home, my bowl and cozy bed, soft pillows and all my toys, the lap which I love so much, the hand that strokes my fur, and the sweet voice which spoke my name. Okay, I'm gonna cry. So I'm not gonna read anymore. It always makes me cry. But anyway, so yeah, that was cute. Something I got. And then I've wanted this one for a long time. I have most of the other ones. Gone Batty by Brenda Gervais. And then this one I thought was so cute. I'm going to change the reds to blues, I think. But it's Hands-On Design, Lick the Bowl. And I guess this is going to be the kitchen counter series. And I think inside she gives you, hold on, there's like a bonus that I really liked, I believe. Or maybe there's one coming up, or I don't know. There was some reason I really, really wanted this. Yes, she gives you a cute little bonus pattern in it as well, which I can't show you. Oh, actually it shows you just a little bit. Oh, it's the beginnings of it. Okay, so that's, you know how she does that? She'll give you part of a pattern in one of her patterns, part of a freebie, and in each part, one of the series, she'll give you another part of the freebie. That's what she's doing, and it's going to be a kitchen conversion chart. So it shows the beginning of it right here. So you've got that part, but then it's showing there's going to be conversions for, like, you know, how many teaspoons in a tablespoon or whatever, how many tablespoons in a cup, that kind of stuff. Right there. So I am not going to do the red because my kitchen is all blue and white. So I think I'm going to just do like a deep blue and then like an aqua blue, or denim blue and an aqua blue, something like that. I love Hands on Design. She has such cute designs. And then the Proper Stitcher. I think I have that right. I always want to say the Prim and Proper. The Proper Stitcher was stitching Summer at Cherry Hill, and I think also Lisa from Lisa Happy Needleworks, I think maybe was stitching this, but anyway, or did stitch it. I think it's really cute, and this I will keep red. I like it. And then the Beekeeper Sampler by Brenda Gervais, another bee one, really cute. Oh, haha. So Jeanette at Country Cottage Stitches on here on Floss Tube, and then I can never remember her Instagram name when I get on here. Carly Court on Instagram. We had done that other Brenda Gervais one of the Lady in the Garden, the Potting Shed. So she said she was going to work on this one, and I was like, oh, I forgot that that even existed, so I had to get it. It's Gardener Good Witch, so it's a Halloween version of that. Which, you know, is right up my alley. Look at that little Halloween, or that little witchy gardener. I love it. So cute. And look at the cat with the little witch hat on. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. So I got this from Brenda Gervais' website also when I ordered the this kit. She had this available because this can be a little bit hard to find, or at least I was having trouble. So yeah, so cute. I really need to start that one soon. And then I will someday. These are kind of like the Country Cottage, the cottages of the month that I keep buying and I never start, and I really want them but I don't do it. The Hands on Designs, the Let's Talk series. So I have them all. So she came out with Let's Talk Summer, so I got that. And I mean, these wouldn't take long because they're all mostly words, so I should really just do it. Someday I will. But I love all the colors, really pretty. I love all the words with all the little pictures, like the little fireflies, which we get a whole lot of fireflies here in Georgia. It's just really cute. So I got that. And then, so when I went to Florida last week, they have a really great cross-stitch shop down there in Wilton Manors, which is close to Fort Lauderdale, called the Cross Stitch Cupboard. And apparently she will take phone orders. So if you're looking for anything, they don't have a website, I don't think, but you can call her. It's Cross Stitch Cupboard. Oh yeah, it says right here, there is a website, crossstitchcupboard.com. So I think you can look at things on there, but I don't think you can order from there, but I might be wrong. And their address is actually Fort Lauderdale, but they're in Wilton Manors, but they have lots of stuff. So I have been looking at ordering this one for Jolly July here. So she had it there and I got it. So Stitching Housewives and To All a Good Night. So when I get to plans, I'll talk more about this. And then she had this cute little one. It's New York Dreamer, Baked with Love. You make it and wrap it around a rolling pin. And in my kitchen above my fridge, I have a basket with like all kinds of decorative stuff in it. And I have a big old rolling pin, and I thought it would be cute. I think they have these for different holidays to make them, and you could wrap it around there. They have a Christmas one at least too. But yeah, so I got that. And then on the front porch of the shop, when you leave, they had a basket for freebies. And then so I looked in there, and I got this one. I just thought was cute. We'll see if I ever stitch it. But it's called Kind Deeds. It was number 6 in the Village Home series, designed by Diane Graebner. It's pretty old, I think. I don't know when it was. I don't know what the copyright on it is, but anyway, here it is. I just love how she was feeding all those little dogs. That was cute. So I took that one. And then, as you know, my oldest daughter's getting married next June, and so I've been looking at wedding samplers to make for her. So if you're watching this, Greta, you won't know what it is, but this one I got. I've gotten another one, but this one I got, and I thought I might kind of combine the two. And it's just the Wedding Sampler and Ring Pillow by Helene Halverson Designs. You can see it's all like beat up. But I thought it was cool how they have, you can see, bride's parents' names, groom parents' names, and then the bride and groom, and then the month, day, and year, and then the church, city, and state, and then an alphabet. And then there's some symbols up here. So I was thinking about doing this, but changing up the symbols in it. Maybe, we'll see. But it was free. So I was like, I'll take that. And it's like a big one that opens up. Look, here's the whole thing, and it's all kind of falling apart, but I can tape it. And it was free. So that is all my haul. So now let's get on to plans. Let's see, we're at 36, not too bad. I should finish under an hour. So first of all, since we're going into Jolly July, I am not doing much for Jolly July, but I am going to try to stitch on at least one Christmas thing throughout the month. So let me pull out what I pulled a bunch of stuff, maybe give you some ideas if you want to do some Christmas stitching. So the one thing I really, so I was thinking about starting this. I don't think I actually will, but I was thinking about it. We'll see. But I had seen on Instagram, the Little Stitch Shop. If you follow her on Instagram, she had posted a couple different times. Her mom had done the vintage, Lori Holt's vintage Christmas sampler, and she did it on white. And I can't remember right now how she handled the white floss, but it looked really good. And then she finished it with a red checkerboard behind it, like a red and white check, and it was so, so cute. So I saved that picture, and I'm going to kind of copy it. I really liked it. So that I'm going to definitely start, and I'm going to do 25 count Lori Holt white Lugana. And I'm just going to I'm going to use the call for colors, but I'm going to look at hers and see how she handled the white. She might have just used white. Well, she wouldn't have used white for around here, so I'll see what she did. An aqua would be cute for the borders, like a light aqua instead of white. And so I'm not sure what she did for the Santas and the snowman. She might have used a cream. I don't know. All I know is I liked it. I just can't remember what it was. So I'm going to check hers out and kind of copy that. So that I'm definitely going to work on. If I have time, I'll throw in some of these other ones, but I probably won't. But if you need ideas, here's some things I would like to get done. So last year, every year I think I'm going to do gingerbread. I like to do gingerbread in my kitchen for Christmas. So last year I started collecting gingerbread patterns. So we have, and I just ordered another one also that I hadn't had from Jen Stitchy Niche. But this is Ornament of the Month gingerbread cookie. So that would be cute, sitting on my tiered tray. And then Starry Night Studios, she had finished some really cute Christmas stitches last year, and she does finishing, and hers were adorable, and I had seen them on Instagram. So Starry Night Studio, if you don't follow her on Instagram, she has some really cute, gives you some cute ideas because she does finishing, and if you need her to do finishing, she does it for a business, I believe. But this one she had done, it was Hot Cocoa by Little House Needleworks, and it says vanilla, milk, sugar, chocolate. So she had showed a really cute finish with that. And this one, Baked Goods. And then this one is Gingerbread Cottage. So what I was thinking was, my plan is to do a bunch of seasonal ones similar to this one and just switch them out for the seasons. So this one would be for Christmas. It's Gingerbread Cottage, which is a similar size, by Country Cottage Needleworks. And then I had collected and kitted up the whole Santa Village set by Country Cottage Needleworks. I had just bought the set from Fat Quarter Shop, And I kitted it up with the DMC, and I was going to do it on this blue 32 count linen. Obviously I haven't started it yet. And you know, the plan was to like start it and do one a month, and that plan has not happened yet, but these are beautiful and that would be nice to do. I know Stephanie, Just Keep Stitching, Stephanie is doing this, and she's doing one a month. And then another cute Christmas one that I've wanted to start for a long time is Little House Needleworks Lantern Lane. I know Jeanette had talked about starting this before. I should talk to her and see if she wants to do it. You want to do it, Jeanette? She was going to change the colors, I think. So I'm not sure. Like, I kind of would like to change the colors, but yet they are really pretty. Like, change the house to a blue, but yet for Christmas it's pretty this color too. So I don't know. So that would be a fun one to start. And then from last year I had gotten Stitching Housewives Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And I've heard this one's a pretty quick stitch because it's a lot of words. So that would be another good one for Jolly July. And then this one I have shown a bunch of times because I really want to do it. So Carol Lee, why don't you start it? I don't know. It's by Imaginating. It's Christmas Morning, designed by Sandra Cozzolino. And I think it's so cute. Mr. and Mrs. Claus in bed there with that quilt. I just love it. Their little hats, or his little hat. It says, all is well on Christmas morning. Santa is sleeping at last in his bed. All is well on Christmas morning. So cute. Yeah, so those are all my thoughts on Christmas. I mean, I have lots of Christmas. If you need more ideas, I had done a video at Christmas time last year going through all my Christmas patterns that I have. So you could go back and watch that if you want any more, but that's what I had pulled out for Jolly July to try to pick one to work on. Okay, but here's the problem. I am into sunflowers for August. So I think it was last year, Stitching with the Housewives, Priscilla was saying how she switches to sunflowers for August, you know, from Patriotic, before she starts putting up fall. And I just really latched on to that idea. I really love that idea. So she came out with, which I'm sure you'll all know, all these little sunflower patterns, and I am just in love with them. So you know how I did all of the 4 Halloween ones for June? I want to do all of these in July here, which means that's going to cut in on the Christmas stitching. But these are more my priorities. So if you like sunflower stuff, I pulled a bunch of my sunflower patterns out to show you, and I want them all done like tomorrow. So anyway, let's go over the Stitching with the Housewives ones first. So she had, try to go in order, sunflower seeds. And then, oh, I love this one, Sunflower Farm with that little truck. Oh my gosh, so cute. They call these tiered tray tidbits, and they would be cute on a tiered tray. I think I might put them in my dough bowl out here, but oh, so cute. Sunflower Street. And my favorite, because it's blue and white, Honeybee Lane. So I just get those and I print them on cardstock. I'll show the chart. So that's just more, I do two-sided printing, and you do two-sided and then you click flip on the short side, because I had most things you flip on the long side, but it didn't print right. So if you click flip on the short side, it'll print these correctly. And I just do it on cardstock, and then they're kind of like a bot pattern. They're nice. I did actually realize too, so if you look at these, notice how it kind of cut off the edge, like it doesn't have a white border around it. If you reduce the size to like a little below 99%, like I did 95 for this one, and see, then it gave me the white border. I'm sure nobody else cares, but it bothers me. I like it to look like a bot pattern, or a, you know, you purchased it already printed. So anyway, that's how you can do that if you want to. And then I got this one last year, but of course never started it. Little House Needleworks Sunflower Inn. I think I got that from Jen Stitching It on Etsy also. So pretty. So I would love to do that. Also from Stitching with the Housewives, I didn't get join the Calendar Crate Club, and I don't love all their Calendar Crate ones, but I do really like this one. It's the August one with the sunflower house. And you get that small with it also. And then this one is another one that I can replace my Patriotic one. it is Sunflowers in Summer, and it's a little sunflower cottage. And there's also a cottage called Prairie Moon. It's got a little moon hanging up here and wildflowers. I need to get that one also. So yeah, so that's all. I don't have a lot. That's all my sunflower ones, but I need to get them stitched. So I figure I'll try to put up sunflowers here in August, and it's just nice because they kind of go with the fall and the Halloween stuff. So it's a nice transition into that. And we all know I love to decorate very early for fall and Halloween. Okay, and then I have some samplers that I want to start. Okay, so this first one really, I don't know that it's a sampler, but I have it all kitted up, so let me show you. The Flea Market Flowers by Lori Holt. I was going to start it when everybody started it with the sow. I have not, because I've been working on so many other things, but I do have it all kitted up and good to go. I'm doing it on that same 32 count In the Garden by Color and Cotton. So I get a really big piece of that every month, so I'm able to use it for a lot of other things. I might even be getting the yard, I'm not sure. I got the really big piece because on 32 count, some of these samplers, you need a huge piece because the samplers are huge and 32 count's a bigger count. And you know, I don't really love the 40 count just because I can't see it. I love the look of it. I just can't see it well enough to enjoy it. So that's why I joined the 32 count piece with Color and Cotton, and I got the large piece. That way if I want to do, and I do the neutrals, that way samplers would look good on all the neutrals I get. So I always have something I can do them on. Okay, and then it's all the called for flosses, all these gorgeous colors. Yeah, so if the mood strikes me, I will be starting that. And it's in my Dot Dot Boost bag. Okay, and then I had ordered, I love this, from Hello Liz Matthews. It's Clara Hansen. And she calls for DMC 5, either MPI 663 or DMC 502. I have 503, but it's really close. I just didn't have 502. So I'm either going to do it with that, or I did order some silks to try. And next month for Cross Stitch Camp is to try something you've never tried, like a fabric or a floss you've never tried. And I've gotten silks, but I haven't tried them yet. So I ordered these blues because I want to do some all blue and white pieces for my dining room area. So I might do this aqua blue instead of that one. I don't know though, it's a little light. And I'm going to do it on another one of my Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month Club, which is Spiced Honey. So I'm going to do it on that, which I think looks a lot like what's in the picture. It calls for 36 count straw, so it's similar color. So let's see what these two look like on that. I know the DMC one looks good. All right, so there's the DMC. So obviously that looks great. Let's see about the silk. I mean, that would probably look good too. it's a little lighter, but I could get a silk this color too, but yeah, so we'll see. I don't know. I'm leaning towards the DMC for that one. Yeah, I think I like the DMC better. But I have lots of stuff I could do silk with. So we'll find something. I still have that Halloween cottage house that came with the silks that I could start in August. So we'll see. That would actually be good because it would be nice to finish in August and have it ready for Halloween. But I will put those both in there and we will see. Okay, so I'd love to start that. I don't think that would take, you know, too long just being in one color, and it's not a huge sampler. So that would be fun to do. And then, okay, so I don't know if you follow or have heard of Whilst Iris Snaps. Christina is the designer, and she is, I think lives in England. I think she lives in either England or Scotland. I'm not totally sure, sorry. But I love listening to her, and she has beautiful designs. So I just, after hearing her story of this sampler, I had to purchase it. It's Matilda Isabella Creasy, 1852. And this is another big one. But if you're into samplers and haven't watched her video where she talks about this, go back and watch it. She talks all about Isabella's life, and she's found out so much information about her, and it's very sweet and sad, but really interesting. So anyway, after I heard her story, I was like, oh, I need to do that. So when I went to the cross stitch cupboard in Fort Lauderdale, I got most of the flosses. I'm missing a couple, so I pulled the DMCs. If I can't find them, I'll use the DMC. So pretty colors. But then she calls for Fog Lifter R&R reproductions, which I don't have, and I don't know that I'll be able to find. So I just pulled some that I have. I have a confetti. Now it looks really, Fog Lifter sounds like it would be a gray. It looks really cream in the picture, so I may go with a cream. But I did have, actually this in the garden one I have would have been really pretty, but I don't have enough of that left. But I kind of like the flosses on these darker colors. So I have 32 count Confederate Gray. So that's an option. What do you think? And I also have this piece of, do I have the name on it? I think it's a Lakeside linen that I was able to find a while ago. I think it's cedar plank, yeah, Lakeside cedar plank, but I don't have the tag on it. So I found it from an Etsy shop quite a while ago, and I just ordered it just to have some Lakeside because I've never had Lakeside. And it's cedar plank, and I think they kind of look really pretty on Lakeside cedar plank. And I think that would be a nice, it'd be worth it to use this linen on Isabella or Matilda. I think that would be really nice. So what do you think? I don't think it's too dark. I think the colors look like they would look pretty on there, I think. Yeah, so those are what I'm thinking about right now. If I decide to go lighter, I'll have to get a different piece of fabric or wait till another one of my color and cottons comes. But I'm really leaning towards this. I think it looks really pretty. So anyway, if you're working on this or started, let me know what you think. So yeah, those are all my plans and everything. I think that's it. So we can get to our giveaway. Okay. So once again, if you, to everybody, thank you for subscribing. It always amazes me when people subscribe. If you haven't and you like what you see, please hit the red button below, subscribe. I know a lot of people don't they watch, but they don't subscribe. But it's just fun to see how many subscribers you can get or whatever. So anyway, if you like what you see, just click the red button below. But since I reached 1,000 subscribers, I said I was going to do a giveaway. Of course, it's taken me a month to get everything together. But since it's my Floss Tube anniversary also, I thought I'd make the giveaway a little bit bigger. So I made some project bags. So I hope you like them. So I'm going to have 3 giveaways, 3 different project bags with a pattern with each. So the first one, I had accidentally ordered 2 of these patterns. So the first one is Floss Tube Friends, which I thought was perfect for a Floss Tube anniversary and 1,000 subscriber giveaway, because I've made lots of Floss Tube friends and lots of Instagram friends. And I even thought it'd be cute just to put stitching friends, because it's not all just Floss Tube. You know, Floss Tube and Instagram, you talk a lot to different stitchers. So anyway, so I have this pattern to give away, and I wanted a project bag that just kind of looked cute with it. So I hope you like this. I picked out these colors, and here's the project bag that will go with that. So I am going to try, I wanted to make some little bling to put on the edge of this little zipper pull. So I am learning how to do that, and before you win it, there will be, before you get it, there will be a little bling on here, like beads. And I was looking for a little girl charm or 2, like best friends charm, but I haven't found that yet. And this can be taken off, so if you don't like it, you can always take it off. So yeah, so this is, this bag pattern is from Jen Crafts on Floss Tube. I really just loved her video on how to make it, and I just like how she used the 2 different colors here and here. And then I put some little white lace trim on here. And then here's what the inside is. It's like this kind of Hawaiian bright pink print. So I just thought it was fun and happy, and it went with the idea of Floss Tube Friends. Thought it looked cute with that. So you can win this. So what I'm going to do is ask you to put a keyword in. So for this one, if you would put, let me see, I wrote them down. Friends. So So if you'd like to win this bag and pattern, just put the word friends in your comment below. And remember, you need to be 18. You need to be a subscriber. You need to not say the word giveaway in your comment, because apparently people troll it to just get stuff that aren't stitchers. So if you would make sure you're 18, make sure you're a subscriber, like the video, and then in your comment, just somewhere put the word friends. That's what I will search for that one. And then the next one, since we're right by 4th of July for my anniversary, I decided to do a patriotic one. So this is actually some old fabric I had from long ago, but I thought it was really cute. So here is the bag for that, and it will have a little zipper pull on it before you get it. It's the back. I thought this was a really cool, almost crazy quilt looking patriotic fabric. And then the top is just I think it's a Moda denim cross weave, they call it. And then the inside I just did a red and white dot. So yeah. And then the pattern I'm giving with that is actually a pattern I've already stitched. So this is Old Glory by Little House Needleworks. So I thought that was cute with that one, and since I've already stitched it, I'm gonna pass it on. So yeah, so if you'd like to win this one, put in your comment the word patriotic. Okay. And then the last one, since I love Halloween, and I have this really cool Halloween fabric. I actually have gotten a Joann's, so it's Joann's fabric. These other two I think are I don't even remember what they are necessarily, but I think they're not from Joann's. They might be Moda. The patriotic one, I'm not sure because it's so old. But anyway, but this was it felt nice. And I thought it was a really cool fabric. So this one is these skeletons. And this may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I thought they were cool. And this is a reproduction fabric with the little moons. That is actually from my quilt shop. But it was hard to match. I was having a hard time finding an accent fabric to go with this one, but this one matched perfectly, and it's got little moons on it, which I think is really cool. So there's the back. So this is a deep plummy purple. I don't know if it's reading that. Skeletons. And then on the inside, what did I do? Oh, I just did this green. And this is what I had gotten originally from the quilt shop. It's a grunge green to go for the top, but my husband was like, that doesn't really match that great. So I just used it for the inside. It's a pop of color. Once I found this moon one, I was really happy, and like a little beige zipper, and this will also have some bling on it, some Halloween bling. So yeah, and with this one, I have this, actually it's one that I printed out. It's a Pine Mountain design pattern that I bought, Witch's Brew. So that will be the pattern. You'll win with that, and it's all words, so it'll go pretty quick. Yeah, okay, so if you would like to win this one, just put in the word Halloween in your comment, okay? So those are the 3 giveaways, either Friends, Patriotic, or Halloween. Yes, you can put in. And I will probably come back in a couple weeks to do the giveaway. We're going away again next weekend. And then, no, we're going away the weekend of the 18th, like the 16th through the 20th-ish. I think we'll get back the 20th. We're going to Pennsylvania to visit my husband's parents, and also my husband was in a Sigma Chi fraternity in college, and he still keeps in contact with his brothers from that, and they're having a get-together, so we're going for that as well, which should be fun. But so I won't be able to do it that weekend. Next weekend I'm having a colonoscopy. Too much information, but I don't think I'm going to feel like doing a video. So anyway, so it'll probably be the 20th or after before I do that, unless, you know, during the middle of the week I feel ready and I come in here and do it then. We'll see. But by probably like the 20th or 21st, and there's probably when I'll do another video and pick the winners for the giveaway. So you have that much time. So yeah, so I think that's everything. So thanks for watching. If you've stuck with me this long, I'm about ready to right under an hour. It looks like we're at 59:13. So thanks for watching. I hope you're getting lots of stitching and you're having a great summer. So yeah, so if you have any questions, just comment below. Remember to enter for the giveaway and use those keywords. And I will see you in a couple weeks. Thanks for watching. Happy stitching. Bye.